Thanks, Karine. As a matter of housekeeping, to whom should we direct our questions about the campaign?
I would direct them to the 2024 campaign, the reelection campaign. I don't have a specific individual, but I'm sure we can figure that out and make sure you have contact with the right people. Yeah, and I would probably just go to the generic email, right? That's connected with the, for now, that's connected with the campaign. But again, that's who you should go directly to as it relates to anything that's related to 2024.
Okay, I want to ask you broadly about the theme that the president has been speaking of, not just today, but since the start of the year. This idea of finishing the job. Can you explain what it means? I mean, the president's powers are limited. His term in office is limited. What is the job? How could any president finish it?
So look, the president has talked about this many times, including members of his administration. You heard him talk about it during the State of the Union, finishing the job. Look, he ran and won on his agenda in 2020. And so he has, of course, used similar language to update the American people as he works to fulfill his promises. The president believes that he needs to continuing deliver to deliver for the American people. You hear us talk about his economic policy and how it has, because of the historic pieces of legislation that have gone through, how that has enabled him to build an economy from the bottom up, middle out. So when you think about that, you think about Medicare being able to negotiate for lower drug costs. You think about the infrastructure, bipartisan infrastructure legislation. Let's not forget, in the last administration, Infrastructure Week was a joke. It was a tagline to make fun of, and this is a president that's been able to make that happen. So that is, getting the job done, and also finishing that up by making sure that we're implementing those laws, implementing those important policies. Again, that's going to change the lives of millions of Americans. And so you're going to continue to hear him say this. He said this the past year or the past several months, and he believes it's a way to communicate with the American people. It's to communicate, to let them know that we are going to do the job and finishing up the agenda that he laid out in 2020.